For the last 10 years of Assassin's Creed, killing a target has never felt so repetitive. Even in some of the classics, like AC2, we knew almost exactly who the bad guys were. The Templars were evil, we were the good ones, case closed. The Valley of Memory DLC in Assassin's Creed Mirage just broke that cycle. For the first time in years, the writing genuinely contained emotions, and even successfully used some dramatic irony, rarely seen in this franchise. To make us question if we actually were the hero of the story, with some interesting points to back those concerns up. It proved that Assassin's Creed can still deliver nuanced, complicated storytelling, so why does it feel like it happens so rarely? Before we start, give the video a like and the channel a sub for more content like this. Sit back and relax while we break this down. Modern Assassin's Creed games are built on the world, but the story really feels like an afterthought nowadays. Look at Assassin's Creed Shadows. Name me one dialogue from that game. Alright, I'll make it easier for you. Name me one mission that you remember from that game. Still hard? Yeah, I know the feeling. Now, think about Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, hell, even Rogue. The funny thing is that I can quite accurately remember at least one mission, even voice lines from each of those games, despite their age. Now let's finally have a look at Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now I know what you guys are saying, Mirage doesn't have a good story at all, we can't remember one single voice line. And yeah, I know, I agree. But that is what makes this case all the more interesting. You see, Assassin's Creed Mirage just made an exception to the self-made quote I just read you. The funny thing is, I had never imagined making a separate video on this DLC, Valley of Memory, not to mention 2 videos of it. This wasn't really my plan either, until I reached the end of the DLC. You see, the ending had a surprise waiting, 2 surprises I guess. One was that Basim's father was still alive. In my initial review, I already praised the choices that were made in regards to that, so I'll focus on the later part of this, Nimlot and his motivations. Let me introduce you, Nimlot.
You are one of them. I am no threat, though I am aware of your kind. My apologies, but I am in a state of abject terror being in your presence.
Nimlot really seemed like the normal type of merchant, if not a little caring, and yet not always somebody who's trying to please everybody. He also expressed himself as a little stressed out by Basim's presence in the initial dialogue with him. Now we can get into arguing whether this was a joke or not. My point is that he had some nuance. He wasn't clearly an evil man, or too safe a man, at least just yet.
Astrologer, you are early, and I am busy with other... Let me correct myself. You, Basim, are on time.
Where is my father?
Where is my father? I could ask the same of you.
As we eventually reached the ending of the story, we were revealed that Nimlot had been hiding Basim's father, Ishak, with the objective to kill him in front of Basim. Now at first I was shocked. I mean, we actually saw Basim's father alive, and like I said in my review, I thought a graveyard cutscene was waiting for me at the end of the story. What really amped up the intensity in this cutscene was not just that Basim's father was alive, but the mere question, why? Why would Nimlot wait for such a moment, as he would evidently die from Basim, seeing as Basim is the protagonist and a master assassin with plenty of experience behind him at this point.
Let me demystify it for you. A father for a father.
Your father?
What was it you called him? Al-Ghul?
His son.
Turns out the first target you take down in Baghdad is Nimlot's father, called Al-Ghul. This highlights for the first time in a decade, maybe even ever, the consequence of assassinating someone having an impact on your loved ones in this game series. So, what made this so great? Well, the fact that this is unusual, I suppose. I mean, it is not often, guys, these games make you think that you're actually killing someone. In fact, I'd argue we have reached the point where pressing F means to assassinate, not to pay respects. This probably explains why the ending ultimately was kind of a shock. Not only knowing that Nimlot had Basim's father hostage, and that Basim's father was alive, but also that his reasoning to his actions actually kind of makes sense. It really makes us question not if we should kill Nimlot, but if we are doing the right things in these games.
Ah, yes. The Hidden Ones and their moral high ground. You believe so fiercely in your spotless justice. But what of Ishaq ibn Khalid? You only know him as a memory. And yet here you are, ready to kill anyone standing in your way.
Your father was a monster.
Your kind never pause to consider the consequence of your deeds, do you?
You guys know something? This brings me back to one of the best parts of the original Assassin's Creed.
You did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you doing?
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's Creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you.
Al-Mualim, your mentor, who then later was revealed to be the main villain, sent Altair to kill 9 targets. Now every one of these 9 targets usually made some kind of a good point before dying. Mirage finally mirrors this by not simply framing Nimlot as a bad guy. He arguably became a victim of the Hidden Ones, even if Basim never originally intended for that to happen. Now, there is a good amount of dramatic irony in the dialogue in this DLC as well. We have this part where Basim and Nimlot are speaking to each other in the beginning of the DLC. Basim tells Nimlot that appearances deceive and that he is actually not there to kill people, which obviously is to some extent a lie. However, as we can see in the ending of the story, Nimlot turns out to be the one taking revenge on Basim. But guys, do you want to know something even more crazy? In this scene, Basim was also unknowingly describing his own future. He wasn't just misinterpreting Nimlot, he was literally stating the tragedy of his entire existence.
Speak your final words.
Some months ago, after many years away, I returned home to Baghdad to see my father one last time. But as we were merely starting to rekindle our ties, you stole that from me. My chance to show him I had made something of myself.
Your prize. Choke on it.
If Ubisoft wants us to care about the people we kill again, which I mean they obviously should going by the reasons I've explained in this video, they should put some effort to make sure that we are not simply following checklists, but actual emotions and an identity. As it turns out, storyline and dialogue go best hand in hand when we deliver something unexpected, emotional, dramatic, and something that even touches irony in both of those aspects. With the Black Flag remake around the corner and Assassin's Creed Hexe supposedly coming next year, there is a lot to look forward to, but also a lot to hope for. Ubisoft is struggling financially, and they need to either serve the fans of the series a proper meal or alternatively dig themselves a grave. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video until the end. I hope you guys found it interesting, maybe even a little eye-opening. I would appreciate a like, absolutely, and also guys, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I wish you guys all the best, and I'll see you guys in the next one.